This is a slightly delayed, I'm sorry about the wobbly camera, slightly delayed video because I have tried making this, gone all the way through it, and had a couple of technical errors a couple of times. So I'm doing it again now, hoping for the best. Oh, it was already turned off. Hoping for the best. So I ordered 2 parcels from Oneness Emporium. It was 2 parcels because the one parcel, I think it said on the website it was a pre-order, so I didn't expect it to come. It just might be that the website hadn't been updated that day to say it was in stock, because when it said that had been dispatched as well, I was like, oh, okay. So yeah, this is from Oneness Emporium. I could keep that business card out. Cheryl usually sends an envelope with each order, so I did end up with 2. One was a pink envelope with this card in it. And what happens is, in the envelope you've got the big business card, which also works as a bookmark if you're short on bookmarks. And you get in like maybe one, maybe a couple of cards from other decks, basically, to make you want them. This is from the Pulp Tarot. This, I think, is called the Horoscope Mini. And this is a Rainbow Tarot, which I could tell because of the back. And it's an independent business, and it's a UK independent business. I live in the UK, I was born in the UK, so obviously I want to support businesses where I can. The current bookmark is like this. That might change, you don't know, because the August will be a different Sabbat. So I bought this. Everything else is a tarot deck. Yeah, there was no oracles this time. It takes me ages to read stuff, by the way, but I'll probably be reading this over the next couple of weeks because of what it's about. This is the first harvest. So it gives you the old ways, the new ways, and then different things. It includes a bibliography and further reading suggestions, which is what people should do in books relating to witchcraft. Correspondences also. And this is Llewellyn's Sabbat Essentials series. This is the first physical copy I've had of one of them. I had the Samhain as a PDF. So, tarot deck wise, I'm not going to show you, I'm not going to flip through this one. I'm going to flip through one, I promise. And I was like, I didn't know that was a 79 card deck, but then I remembered there's I think it's got a significator in it. A blank card, which I would use as a significator. But I might flip through the deck. I don't know yet. But this is old style tarot. We've got the Pulp Tarot, which I'll just show you a couple of cards so we don't have an overly long video. But this is a foreshadow of what we're going to look at soon. It reminded me of the Zombie Tarot, so I was like, I need that. It has that retro vibe, so I was like, yeah, I want it. And then the Horror Tarot came out. I was like, that even more reminds me of the Zombie Tarot. So it's cool. I like it. Yeah. I'm using it actively at the moment. Like, it's my deck of choice right now. Another deck I got before we flipped through the Horror Tarot is this. This has been out ages. Like, I think it was 2015 or 2010. And I got it because I wanted a fairy deck that isn't fluffy. Because I live in Wales. Fairies are not fluffy. They steal your cows, swap their kids with your kids, and curdle your milk. So, you know. I wanted a non-fluffy deck. Because most fairy decks I see are like just fluffy. This is like more like the slightly less fluffy Brian Froud deck. I saw another deck the other day. I think it's the Raven's Prophecy, which also reminded me of that. But the fairies in this are not twee. They're not Tinkerbell. They're like earthy and much like the earth itself, a bit dangerous. So yeah, I got it. I absolutely love it. I haven't been using it much yet, but I have used it a couple of times and I love it. It's epic. Truly nice deck, and it's got a really good, a bit like the Brian Froud deck. It's got a good energy, even though it doesn't look like twee and perfect. So that is everything apart from our deck of choice today to flip through. The Horror Tarot by Todd Alcott. Both this and the Pulp Tarot look like books. So I'm just going to read what it says on the back. The creator of the Pulp Tarot returns with this kaleidoscopic plunge into the world of horror graphics, guaranteed to send chills down your spine. Todd Alcott's Horror Tarot is a full tarot deck of 78 cards with bespoke instruction booklet to guide you through the thrilling and terrifying world of the major arcana, and all four gasp-inducing suits of the minor arcana. Divine your future with bone-chilling images inspired by over 100 years of horror graphics, evoking movie posters, fan magazines, paper books, classic comics, and pulp magazines. Your life is in your hands, and the publisher is called the Unemployed Philosophers Guild, and I think that is so funny. I love it. Blood splatter. So the guidebook in this is plastic, not paper, which is interesting. The box has a ribbon in it, just like the other. There the backs, nice bright green and yellow. Matte cardstock, better than Llewellyn. Let's see. So these cards are interesting because a beginner could use them. Because they have, I wish people would shut doors properly in my flat book. They have writing on them about what each card means. I like the Magician. I'm not going to say too much because we'll be here all day. This reminds me of The Nun. Both those films were crap. The second one was slightly better though. So I might mention here and there something that looks like, the eyes make me think of Homelander from the Boys series on Prime. This makes me think of Fallout. This makes me think of Christine. Could be Christine. But it has the retro vibe, and I'm trying not to talk about everything that looks like I Spit on Your Grave. Old horror films. I love the Death card. some of them will not be familiar to me. That looks epic. I love the star. Never really been massive on werewolf movies. Zombies are my thing. Definitely zombie movies and shark films. This makes me think of A Christmas Carol. I'm thinking of the one with Patrick Stewart in it. I think because he goes out of the window, Marley, and there's loads of ghosts and everything around him, but also Fantasia by Disney. So we're going into the wands. The vampire. I'm going to have to order that Tarot of Vampires that's going out of stock. That looks like Nosferatu. That makes me think of House on Haunted Hill. It's probably not that, it's just the actor. Looks a bit like him. Zombies. Frankenstein. Absolutely no idea. Zombies. Oh, yeah, it kind of looks like a zombie. That looks like Quasimodo. I've got to stop it or we're going to be here all day. We all know who that is. And this one. Not sure about who the Queen of Wands is. It will say in the guidebook. Give clues. Don't know if it outright says who it is, but it's bound to give clues. I love the Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. Because the guy's got a blue shirt on, it kind of gives Evil Dead vibes. But also, when you think about it, in horror films, it's usually the couples copulating that get taken out first. That looks sad. That looks crazy. Two little kids dancing around a skull. Yep. 7. There's no wording on this one, but I guess you don't really need it. Has there been any wording on these minors? Well, yeah, on the wands there was. But not on the cups. How peculiar. I guess they assume that we struggle with the wands. And find the cups easier. Weird. This, I like the suit of swords. The Two of Swords, featuring indecision, dilemma, and potential risk. It's pretty cool. Like a cartoon, like a comic book rather. Do it this way. That's pretty grim. It was really weird that the cup suits had nothing on them. Oh, sorry. Like, very weird. So, pentacles. So again, we've gone back to These are kind of like movie posters now. With some wording on again, which is weird why the cups didn't have that. I guess there was some kind of, well, I mean, this doesn't really have anything either. Maybe there was just some thinking behind that, I don't know. Strange. Like, not a single cup card has any comment on it. Unusual. But other than that, epic. Let's pick the 7 of Wands. No, actually, let's look at a cup card. Look at the 5 of Cups. Let's see what it says. Because I'm moaning about cups. So the 5, the volume 5 of the Suit of Cups features An Nguyen, can't speak, a 5-year-old Vietnamese girl who finds a magical skull in a back alley in Hue. Before long, she is ensnared in the world of the skull cult, an emotional whirlwind that shatters her life. The book's cover illustration shows her at her lowest point when the skulls she has collected are shattered by feeds. While 3 of her skulls are destroyed, she has forgotten about the 2 that remain hidden from her. This card is about acknowledging emotional loss while remembering the hidden resources you have in store. So, that is the description. Yeah. That slightly confused me, but I do really like the deck because of the retro vibe. It might be a spooky season use because I'm using the Pulp Tarot at the moment. But yeah, if you have watched all the way through me talking about my little haul and my deck that I chose to flip through, then thank you very much.